Alright, here we go. This is set number 1 on Himmelsdorf. Insidious Gaming as the blue side starting to the north.
Yeah, once again, some pretty standard tank selections coming from both ends. We've got ISG with a pair of 50s, a pair of 110s, and of course grits on that KV5, whereas, well, you are dead with an even more standard lineup when it comes to them. No surprises there, triple I3s and double 50-100s.
Yeah, so very similar lineups. The only big difference coming in with that KV5 was grits controlling that one right now. And once again, actually, we saw this, I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah, against Lucas.
Yeah, they just completely rushed this hilltop, but I think that they're going to be ready for them this time. I think You Are Dead should at least send one of their tanks up there because they're not going to make that same mistake.
Well, I mean, once again, ISG, this is a very, very surprising move from them because it's so risky. It just leaves them wide open, especially their own base. So I don't reckon this is a good idea, particularly because they've done it just yesterday, pretty much. So UAD might be expecting that in the first place.
Yeah, the thing is, if they're spotted by even a T1,
it's game over.
Yeah, it's not game over, but that push, the time they took into this push up this hilltop is going to be just completely wasted. Unless they, of course, try and do something. And already, yeah, we do see You Are Dead sending up one of their T1s. It's either the Lull Tractor or the T1, but anyway, one of their Tier 1 scouts is up there and has spotted the opposing Tier 1 scout, but the heavy tanks have not been spotted yet.
Yeah, it's got K1, so that's a T1.
That's actually this is actually very smart. Look at Insidious Gaming. They're actually all on the hill right now because Nisa and God Cow1 are kind of dueling it out. And Nisa has to win this kind of 1v1 between the T1s for Insidious Gaming to actually come up this hilltop and take this advantage. If Nisa goes down here to God Cow1, then they can't continue with this push.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't be able to as well. Meanwhile, Raven K and Black 4 are staring at each other on the field, but there's no movement coming from UAD as of yet.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a look at their tanks though, so I don't really know exactly where they are.
We got a peek at them earlier. They're kind of spread out along the field. The thing is, I think this set is going to be determined by this T1 battle. If Nisa can pull this off, then Insidious Gaming are going to have control of this hilltop. They're going to be able to at least progress up here and not take any damage. But then if Nisa loses this, then they can't even push or even attempt to push because they'll be spotted, and then You Are Dead will have pretty much control of the entire map. Yeah, taking a look now at the You Are Dead positioning, actually heavily favoring the western side at this point. They only have kind of one tank to the just along the edge of the field, and they have another tank sort of to the eastern side of the southern part of the city. But I mean, most of the tanks are over here to the west, and if Nisa can win that T1 battle on the top of the hilltop, Insidious Gaming might be able to pull off the same maneuver they did yesterday.
Well, I believe Godcat1 has retreated a little bit, so that's going to allow Nisa to further progress on top of it. Yeah, that's right. So Godcat1 has retreated just a little bit. We don't know yet if you just made the climb back down, though. We can't confirm that.
Oh, look at this, though. Look at this. You Are Dead are going for the push. At least a couple of their tanks are moving up here. AK and the T1 spotting for the other heavy forces behind him, and he's not spotting any of those tanks. So You Are Dead have to be kind of guessing that Insidious Gaming are up here.
Well, Insidious Gaming took the cue as well. They're retreating towards their own base, and this is the smart thing to do because really it's just if they let UAD just take control of the western part of the map, it just leaves their own northern base way too vulnerable. So yeah, they're just coming back to their own starting position, which is pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean, both teams just doing exactly what they need to do, honestly. I mean, You Are Dead realizing that, the western part and most of the map actually just completely open, not being contested, so they're just going to take those advantages. And then once they do, I mean, if they're not anywhere else on the map, they have to be up on the hilltop. Yeah, look at that. Insidious Gaming all completely coming back here. Wow.
They had to. They absolutely had to. And besides, it's not too bad for them because Nisa has pretty much owned the hilltop.
Yeah.
So it was worth it just for that as well. And it's good that they didn't really compromise their 5 heavy tanks by just pushing further and just being spotted by Godcat1.
Okay, so here we go. AK,
go down. Yeah.
Oh, actually, he's actually behind that building, and he has, I think, spotted at least a couple of those heavy forces here. So You Are Dead at least going to have a really good idea now of where most of the members of Insidious Gaming are, and they're probably just going to most likely move back kind of towards the southern part, and then maybe even go for actually, I don't even think they're going to go for a push because of how solid, Insidious Gaming's defensive is.
Ooh, Onion had cracking a shot at Black 4, just missing by inches, as a matter of fact, so the T1 almost went down. I do think the UAD players, yes, they are crawling up the field, so it is not necessarily a push, but at least they're they're positioning themselves like closer towards the northern starting position.
That's actually very nicely done by them.
Oh yeah. No, they're gonna try to surround the northern base, both from the Western Railroad and the northern edge of the park area. And so, which is why I'm actually liking what ISG is doing as well, because they realize they have to spread out a little bit more than that as well. So at least they're gonna post up a 5100 at the base of the hill, I believe, and perhaps even send one up. Perhaps.
Yeah, no, definitely both teams, like, once again, just doing exactly what they need. This is just very textbook play coming out from both teams. And it's just kind of a testament to like how solid these guys are. And
I know.
How experienced they are.
Yeah, to the untrained eye, it might look like this is an extremely passive set, but it's not. It's just really like the tactical mind games here played by both teams is excellent.
Really. Oh, look at this! Oh, one of the heavy forces of UR Dead. Yeah, look at Nomi over here starting the base capture now. The other heavy tanks on the UR Dead side coming up here to support him. Actually, one of the heavy tanks are still by the southern part of the field. So if this does come to a medium to close range engagement, that tank has to hurry his way up here. It's actually Dr. Y, of course, in that IS-3. Still, actually, he's coming to the field right now, so he's going to be able to support this fight. And look, this Death Guy's trying to move in, trying to reposition himself just so that when this engagement happens, he's going to be in the best place.
Oh, there's just so many tanks, though. There's so many
Nikolai actually took a shot already. Oh, Nomi taking a big shot.
Yeah, and Soldier Wu as well. And the 50s 100 are going to come to the rescue for this guys as well. Look at that. Elite is unleashing. Elite is unleashing, and so is Hobbs now.
Oh, they do trade, but I mean, I think so much more damage is just being landed onto
the UAD side.
Look at that.
The 50s are just brutal at the moment. Those French tanks are just, and they haven't taken a single hit as well.
Yeah,
so definitely giving them the advantage. Dr. Y is going to go down
here. My god, just immediately like 3 shells landing on him now. Nikolai with the killing blow, about to take him out. He actually missed that shot, kind of going through the body there.
Yeah, but see, once again, the 50s are still there pretty much. I mean, and right now they're going to have to reload, but they're still at full health, and Grits is so healthy as well. So
and the base capture is going down for Insidious.
And just this is going to be an overwhelming win. Raven K is the only one left, but there's absolutely nothing he can do out there. Once again, those French tanks are just so brutal. Like, what I really liked is that ISG, at first they based them like right at the bottom of the hill, and then they realized, okay, because the base capture was just going down like beyond the corner,
they went to the wave.
They had to just reposition, and they did that well pretty much. Had they waited just 5 more seconds, and those 110s and KV5s would have been like really in a world of trouble.
Quite honestly, every single one of the Insidious Gaming tanks were in the best possible position. Even coming